What celebrities live or have lived in Iowa? What? Wait a minute. You may be wondering, do any celebrities live in Iowa? Hey, the answer is yes. A few, okay. What kind of a question is that? Have you ever watched any of my other videos? Because I've got tons of content all about Iowa. You should check them out. Because we both know that the reason you're here watching this one is because you're interested in the great state of Iowa. Hi, Emily Farber here, your favorite Iowa YouTubing realtor. While Iowa is not known as a hot spot for celebrities, we do have some, okay? I'm gonna tell you who they are and where they live. Not everybody wants to live in California, you know. Okay, let's get started on my internet-fueled super sleuth mission to discover what celebrities live in Iowa or have lived, where, and what it would cost you to buy a house in their hood. The first one on our list is none other than the fan favorite, Caitlin Clark, the former number 22 of the Iowa women's basketball team, known for her lethal three-pointers. Caitlin recently moved to Indiana to play for the WNBA, Indiana Fever, but when she did live in Iowa, she resided in Iowa City, where she attended the University of Iowa. I'm going to make the assumption that she lived in sort of your standard college apartment when she was here in Iowa City. But before that, she grew up in West Des Moines at her parents' house, which is a 2001 brick-built home with 3,296 square feet on 0.3 of an acre, valued at approximately $664,000. And yes, it has a basketball hoop. Now, if you want to go and buy a home in West Des Moines, Iowa, you'd be looking at about $326,000, which is the median home price there as of August 2024. The next on our list is Ashton Kutcher. I'm sure you've heard of Ashton, right? His Hollywood career took off with his part as Michael in That 70s Show. Ashton was born in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and then later moved to Homestead, Iowa, where he lived in a modest ranch-style home with his mother and stepfather, who actually still live there. This 1993 built home with 2,800 finished square feet sits on 4.88 acres and is valued at about $391,000. If you want to live in or around Homestead, the median sold price here in 2024 is $220,000. Elijah Wood, famously known as Frodo Baggins in The Lord of the Rings, was also born in Cedar Rapids, and he lived there until he was 7 years old, at which point his family moved to Los Angeles so he could pursue acting. The internet did not prove itself to be helpful in my super spy mission trying to discover his childhood home in Cedar Rapids, but I did find his parents' businesses, two delis located in Cedar Rapids, one called The Super in downtown Cedar Rapids and the other named Alfalfa's, located in the Lindell Mall.
How can you give the best holiday party ever? Let Alfalfa's do the work.
Now, neither one of these delis are in operation anymore, but if you want to live in Cedar Rapids, you should know that the 2024 median sold price for a home there is about $225,000. Greg Brown, a singer and songwriter known for his folk music, lives in Iowa City. He resides in the Longfellow neighborhood on a leafy and quiet tree-lined street in a cute little bungalow with this pretty fabulous front flower garden. According to public data, this home has 3 bedrooms and 1,779 square feet of living space. The value of this home is about $379,000. If you wanted to buy a home in Iowa City and make your own music, you should know that the median sold price for a home in Iowa City as of 2024 is about $312,000. Tom Arnold, comedian and actor known for his role in Roseanne and True Lies, is from Ottumwa, Iowa. Tom Arnold and Roseanne Barr, who were married at the time, started building a mansion in the small town of Eldon, Iowa. The mansion was set to cost $16 million and was going to include 28,000 finished square feet, a heated 4-lane Olympic swimming pool, bowling alley, and movie screening room in the basement. It would have been the largest single-family home in Iowa at the time. However, a year after beginning construction of the mansion, the Arnolds filed for divorce, construction stopped, and the property fell into disarray. This property, including the 1,338-acre parcel, was eventually donated to Indian Hills Community College Foundation and then later sold to an LLC in Florida. It was too expensive to tear down the mansion, so what's left has been partially reclaimed by nature and mostly consists of concrete, rotting walls, and wiring. If you wanted to move to Ottumwa and stomp around Tom Arnold's old stomping grounds, it would cost you about $125,000 to buy a house there in 2024. Corey Taylor, lead singer of Slipknot, a heavy metal band, lives in Des Moines. Now, I'm not 100% sure which house is his, but I found an old newspaper article naming a very ritzy neighborhood and the street name. The homes in this neighborhood are unique, beautiful, and look downright expensive. The area is pretty and not at all what I would expect Mr. Slipknot to own. I'm not sure what type of house a heavy metal singer would more typically live in, but anyway, he calls himself a quiet, keep to himself kind of rock star. So what do I know? This looks like a quiet, keep to yourself type of neighborhood, so good for him. The Google Earth view of the neighborhood shows the layout of the neighborhood in relation to Des Moines. It looks like there's an urban forest here adjacent to the neighborhood, which helps it have that exclusive feel. It also looks like there's a fair number of swimming pools and tennis courts. That's pretty fancy for Iowa. Home swimming pools are not a dime a dozen around here. The median home price in the Linden Heights neighborhood of Des Moines is $1.4 million, so not to be trifled with. Max Allan Collins, a writer of comics, novels, and screenplays. In fact, the dude is prolific. He has published more than 230 works in his career, including frequent contributions to the Dick Tracy comic strip, the Quarry crime fashion series of novels, and the graphic novel Road to Perdition, which was the basis of the 2002 film featuring Tom Hanks and Daniel Craig. Max Allan Collins was born in Muscatine, Iowa, and still lives there in this 1937 brick-built two-bedroom home with some fun Art Deco vibes. It looks like it has an elevated position overlooking open space and the Mississippi River. Zillow is claiming the approximate value of this home to be about $240,000, but take that with a grain of salt because it's Zillow. If you want to live near Max in the river town of Muscatine, Iowa, the 2024 median home sales price is about $225,000. So, are there any other celebrities in Iowa that I should have included on this list? If there are, let me know about it down in the comments and share your intel. Drop it in the comments and I could always do a follow-up video. If you want to move to Iowa for famous or non-famous reasons, reach out and I will try to help you, or at least get you pointed in the right direction. If you're interested in more videos all about Iowa, I've got lots of videos to keep you at least moderately entertained. Check them out. I'll leave my Iowa playlist at the end of this video and I will see you over there. Hey, it's been fun and I'll catch you later.